Munder, hello. Thank you so much for joining us. So please tell us what is the situation right now on the east of Aleppo, and has the evacuation started?
Actually, the evacuation plans should be started yesterday at night, but the Iranian militias has stopped this progress by blocking the vehicles to enter the city to evacuation people from into Aleppo to out. Actually, the Iranian militias are trying to breaking this deal for them benefits against even the Russians who they are allies. So and in the earlier morning, the Iranian militias started attacking the city by the artillery bombs and mortar, and after noon the Russian warplanes attacked the city by the cluster bombs, and that what caused many casualties in Aleppo, and all the progress of the evacuation has paused for a while for another talking about this.
Could you tell us, please, what is going on the streets of Aleppo right now? Is there a panic, or maybe people trying to escape?
People are now are waiting for evacuations to go out of the city, to flee out of the city. Um, they just panic, and they are afraid about what will be happen if the Assad regime and these allies paused resumed the attacks on the city. That will be a really mass massacres in Aleppo. Actually, people are afraid about the airstrikes that might be caused hundreds of killing of a lot of people and injured a lot too.
Could you tell?
People are right now who's fled from the eastern neighborhoods to the western neighborhoods of besieged Aleppo into the besieged city. They are now looking for shelters, for food, and for water, which is all of this is lack, and they can't find a lot of these things. So it can't be a struggle. The cities this can't be struggle for a lot of time because of lack of everything.
Could you tell us, please, what are the actions of government forces? What are they doing when they enter in the east of Aleppo? Because we've heard the information in the media that they are killing the civilians. Is it true?
Yeah, sure, they are doing that. This is a strategy of the Assad regime, and this is. I'm sorry. This is the strategy of the Assad regime, and the militias who supporting him. Uh, uh, Not just in Aleppo, that's happened in many places in Syria before, and we heard about the mass executions that happened in Al Fardos and Al Kalasi and Bustan al Qasr. About 82% executed by the Syrian troops and with the militias, sectarian militias.
We also heard the information that rebels are preventing for civilians to leave. Tell us, please, do they trying to help civilians leave this city, or otherwise they're trying to prevent this?
Actually, they are helping the civilians to go out from the city if they decided to go to the west, to Aleppo, to the regime areas. They are trying just to awareing the people who just want to go there. about the crimes might be happened, but they don't not preventing them from going there. Uh, uh, of the civilians who's left here until now, they are just trying to surviving, not going to the Assad regime held area, because they will be get executed maybe, or to be arrested for, especially for a man will be disappeared in unknown place, and or they will be taken for the fight for the Assad regime army.
And could you tell us, please, what is the humanitarian situation? What about the food, about the water, medication? Is it enough for the east of Aleppo right now?
No, it's not enough at all, because everything is gone. Everything is disappeared.
But do you have something to eat right now?
Yes, I stored a lot of things, but I didn't have to get out from my house. So my storage is here in my house. But people who's fled from their houses, they left everything behind them, and when they came to the another neighborhoods, so they are lost everything, and they are need for food, which is not available a lot. And we was before relying on some vegetables from Sheikh Hasaid neighborhood, and from Masakin Hanano, and from As-Salihin. But when the regime captured, we became not able to offering and vegetables for the people here in the city.
And
And all the yeah.
I'm sorry. I think my last question is it only you that there, or is it you and your family stayed there? Are there any relatives with you? And what is your plan actually? What are you hoping for?
We are hoping for staying in our home, our houses, and just that regime just falling down because of his crimes. uh, and the Iranian and the Russians just go out from our country, and just to stay here in our houses. Uh, but if they want to live, and the world just stay silent about their crimes, uh, we want to, and we hope to evacuate out of this city at all, because that will be more savior to us, because we will never be still alive if the Assad regime captured these areas.
I mean, so there's no hope if you're surrendering actually. So you're not planning to surrender.
No, well, we're not planning for that. Actually, we are revolutionaries. For me, as for example, I'm a revolutionary, and I can't accept to live under the Assad control, or in his presence.
But if there's no
So
chance
I can't be
to
surrendered.
surrender, but if there's no chance to evacuate, I hope there will be a chance for evacuation. But still, if there will be no chance to evacuate and the Assad forces come, what are you going to do?
I will defend myself and my family by legal ways, by defending them, by maybe by holding by getting armed against them, to defending my house, my family. That's the only way that I can do, because in the 21st century, all the world just looking and watching and HD how the people are dying all the day, every day in Syria. You know, the FSA wasn't created before 2011 during the demonstration, but the FSA created because of the crimes of the Assad regime. They are created and organized it for defending people from not get shot in the protest and in the demonstrations, and that the Assad regime was pushing the people to get armed, to get arms, for defending themselves. And then he said that they are terrorists, and that's what's happening now in Aleppo. We are all terrorists according to the Assad regime and the Russia propaganda. We are an only civilians. We have a right of life and fight for our rights, which is stolen by the Assad regime and his allies. And we are not asking for a thing not human. It's a human right, yes. But the world want to stand with us against that inhuman government and dictatorship, which is killing the people and fighting them and executing them and torturing them until death without any movement. Yeah, that's all.
And I'm sorry, my last question. We now heard the information that like 100% of West Aleppo is retaken by the government forces. Are these government forces right now on the streets, or are there any blocks which are not retaken by government forces by now?
No, there's we are in a besieged city. I'm talking to you. If the regime took 100% of the area, so I will be in the other life. I think I will not be able to talk to you. He is until now circling the about. We are in 6 neighborhoods right now, not under the regime control. But we are afraid because he's using the young man who is escaped to his area. He took them to fight for him. So he had a lot of soldiers, a lot of troops to attack what left from besieged Aleppo, and he has all the backup from the Russians and from the sectarian militias who was fighting for him.
Mother, thank you so much for these comments. I know it's really hard time for you, and we really hope we're gonna hear some good news soon. Please be safe.